So this morning I'm back up in the Green Mountain National Forest. We had some snow Tuesday this last week, and unfortunately with work and family obligations through the holidays, I've been able to get back up in here, but then last night it froze up, so everything is super noisy, so I haven't seen anything fresh. The freshest track I saw might have been from yesterday morning, but it got up to like 37 yesterday, so it melted out a little bit. But so hopefully I can get into something fresh today and just go real slow, I guess. I mean, today the game is going to be, 7, 8, 10 steps, stop, do some grunts, and wait. That's really all I can do. You're not going to sneak up on them today. So anyways, we're going to continue up through and see if we can get on a fresh track and go from there. So I finally cut a track. It's an old track. I've been following it now for a couple, 300 yards or so. I'm just going to backtrack this, and that should bring me into where these deer are hanging out. So I've got probably 5 or 6 bear tracks, but this is the first deer track I've cut up on the side hill since I got up here. So anyways, we're going to follow this, and hopefully it'll take us into some more and we can get a little action. This morning it took me about 4 miles, but I've come to a ton of deer sign. But the deer are high up in the firs, and the spruces are down low here in the hardwood. There's beech nuts all over the place on the ground. This area down here is really pounded with them, but the entire ridge, you can see where the beech nuts have been blown out, and there's nuts and holes laying all over the ground. So it's pretty noisy down in this hardwood. Can't walk quiet at all, so I'm just kind of going, grunting, stopping a lot. I did put a bear out earlier. Never saw, but I heard it go. There's bear all over the top of this ridge. Tons of bear. Even when I get down in here, there's spots I can see where the bear got up in the trees and they pulled all the branches together. You can see the claw marks going up the trees. So the bear had been pretty active up in here with the beech nuts, and deer moved down here. There's a ton of turkey sign back behind me. So kind of a little hot hub right now. I'm not seeing a ton of fresh deer sign, but there's so many feeding tracks, it's hard to tell what it is. I mean, there's areas where the turkeys have just matted it down. You can't even tell can't even barely see. It's just flat and mush. So anyways, we're gonna poke around here for a while and see if we can come up with it. A big pile of leaves up there. That's where a bear crawls up, and they pull all the branches around him and eats beech nuts. If I try to go over the base of that tree, I'll see claw marks going right up it. Not really to see. See the claw marks. Go down here. There's more here. So what they do is they climb right up the tree. And this is that same tree with that big ball up there, and they pull all that in, eat the beech nuts. So I was coming back down off the ridge. I started following a pretty good track. And as I got closer to the road, I could hear the cars. And I caught a bigger track. I started seeing some fresh roads. There's this little swampy spot across the road. Deer was hitting. It was an old track, but I started following it. And then a fresh track came in and cut it from today. And so I crossed the road and I got around this other side. And I can see where, I'm pretty sure it's the same deer, multiple days is gone up into here. Got some good sized rubs. That, they're old. Some fresh ones on the other side. The one I saw over here was old, but it's a good diameter tree. I think I found a good one that's hanging low, and he's hanging this little patch across the road. So anyways, I'm going to get on him and see if I can catch up to him. It's about 3 o'clock, so I don't know what's here. It's an old set of tracks. But what this buck keeps doing, you can kind of see here. See, he's walking right in his old tracks. wasn't running. It was just kind of popping along. This area is loaded with tracks, beds, droppings, deer walking all over the place. So after I cut that track across the road, I followed that in, and it is a absolute barnyard in there. I did see one deer. I didn't get a good look at it. I don't think I jumped it. It was moving. It was kind of bounding. It's hard to say. It was kind of bounding, almost had its nose to the ground, so I don't know if it was a buck or it was a doe being trailed, but it was acting different. It wasn't me. And then I'm walking out here and found this big scrape. He threw stuff back probably 12 feet. It's old. All the track going into it are all melted out and it's all frozen, but best part of this spot has been right under my nose I've been living up here about 6 years now. 5 years, 6 years. It's been right under my nose the whole time. But I found it now, and it's loaded with sign, and I'll be back in here tomorrow and in the future for sure. But anyways, all right, I'm going to finish walking out of here, and we'll get a fresh start in the morning.